Yo, what's good, y'all?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
It's your boy Vic.
It's your boy T. What's good?
It's another episode of No Cap, Just React. And we diving into some heavy news today. The news about the tragic shooting of Charlie Kirk at a university event. Right as we hit the 24th anniversary of 9/11. Let's break it down, give y'all our feedback, and keep it 100. On September 10th, 2025, Charlie Kirk, a big voice and founder of Turning Point USA, was fatally shot at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. This guy was 31, speaking at his American Comeback Tour, answering a question about mass shootings when a single shot from a rooftop hits him in the neck. He collapsed, blood everywhere, and passed away moments later at the hospital, leaving behind a wife and 2 kids. Currently, it's been confirmed that the shooter, Tyler Robinson, 22 years old, is in custody after the FBI, using the campus surveillance cameras, showed the pictures of the suspect, and the shooter's father apprehended his son, turned him in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's getting some crazy times, bro.
Yeah, for real, man.
Like,
Yo, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, man. You know, all he was doing was exercising his First Amendment. You feel me? And he got shot for it.
it's crazy because we in the same atmosphere. You feel me? So it can happen to anybody. Like,
That's a fact.
you know, we can have the wrong opinion that someone doesn't like, and then it's like, hey, you know, it's on us, and it's okay. Like, is that's a touchy subject right there, and it's you know, the way it happened was atrocious. Like, his kids were, you know, like a couple feet away, bro. You know, so it's like
Facts.
That's just the crazy part. That's like just thinking about his kids, like.
Yeah, fact.
You know, like especially as a man, like if you have kids, you know, that's the last thing you want to think about is like leaving your kids behind. Like,
I mean, it's one thing if it's somebody that, you know, that wish harm on people, or not even wish harm, because even that, like, you get what I'm saying, that gives nobody the right to kill somebody.
You know, it was crazy because
he
like,
never harmed anybody, never killed nobody. You get what I'm saying?
Bro,
all he was doing was speaking his mind.
You know what's crazy? I think the creators of South Park themselves made crazy cartoons and episodes that you would think that somebody would go crazy like that. Like, bro, they come at everybody, and you don't see, you know, death threats going to them, but it's like, I guess that's a different subject, because that's a comedian, and you know, now that's it. It's a touchy subject, bro.
I mean, it is definitely touchy, but we have to get into it because this is some wild shit, bro. Because all he was really doing was exercising his First Amendment. You get what I'm saying? And you know, whether if you agree with him or not, you get what I'm saying. And that was another thing that I was not hating, but I found so annoying, like seeing on TikTok, you know, everybody's like, oh, I never agreed with him, I didn't like him. Bro, why y'all have to start off y'all video that way? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I hate that. Like,
yeah, have some decency. Like, at least have some humility, like humane kind for him. Like, yo, bro, like,
I feel like they only started their videos that way just so they could pander to, you know, whoever is watching their videos, and they gotta walk like on eggshells because now they feel like, you know, it could happen to them, which I get, but still, it's like, bro, speak your mind, bro. This is America, bro. Fuck that shit. Talk your shit, and that's what he died for. You get what I'm saying? So let's see what the Benny show is talking about, because they said that they found him, and you get what I'm saying, the shooter, and he's pretty much given like a backstory of this guy.
We now know the motive and identity of Charlie Kirk's killer, and it's worse than you could possibly imagine. Tyler Robinson is a young man raised in a seemingly normal household. His father is a cop. His mother is a service worker for the state, working with disabled kids. He had a normal upbringing. He even wore a Donald Trump costume to a couple Halloweens ago. His family are registered Republicans. But Tyler Robinson was accepted to a left-wing university, and after getting accepted there, was indoctrinated into left-wing and radical ideologies. The university that Tyler Robinson attended has a strong Antifa presence, and
I wonder what university they're talking about.
Yeah, he probably didn't say the university for reasons.
Right,
he probably don't want to get sued, so he's
Right.
like, "Yo, let me just leave the university out of it because I'm not trying to get sued."
Right. But that's crazy.
LGBT presence. And Tyler Robinson came home
You'll probably
with
find it in the
political
comments. though.
vengeance and hatred after a few semesters there. According to his family, he got dark. The university that Tyler Robinson attended has a strong Antifa presence and LGBT presence. And Tyler Robinson came home with political vengeance and hatred after a few semesters there. According to his family, he got dark and political. Started talking about how much he hated Charlie Kirk.
Wow.
And then began to plan methodically and silently the murder of Charlie. And he used left-wing iconography to do it, according to the FBI and the governor of Utah. He wrote and inscribed.
See, the Democrats are gonna spin it like, oh, this was not their doing, but really, it is like, you feel me? Because the calling, Trump a fucking Nazi, calling him Hitler, calling Charlie Kirk Hitler and all that shit, that's not gonna entice someone to, you feel me, want to off him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
especially psychos that's pretty much like, bro, there's no insane asylums right now, bro. They all released, bro. So it's like you got psychos out here that's just willing to do whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that this dude was a psycho. You feel me? It looked like he had a brain on him. You feel me? He knew what the fuck he's doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the way he got up there and the
Yeah.
the accuracy of the shot was just
Yeah, that shit was on point.
that was crazy.
Yeah, for
So
real.
it's probably like he must have been training for that or something. But
I mean, he just said his pops was a cop. I don't know how true that is, but if his pops is a cop, you get what I'm saying? And they from one of them states, I'm pretty sure, where,
open carry.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? So he must have been in the gun range a lot or whatever, you feel me, growing up. I'm just speculating, you feel me? But that could be the possibility. You get what I'm saying?
Like I keep saying, this is the crazy part is this can happen to anybody.
Fact.
Is I understand like he had, a lot of opinions that people didn't like, but that's everybody. You
Right.
know, that's everybody. Everybody we all have a lot of opinions.
Not to put a target on anybody's back, but if y'all want to be like that, then you get what I'm saying. Jasmine Crockett is like Mom Donnie. You get what I'm saying. Even on our side, like you get what I'm saying. What's this? I say our side, but I'm the Republican over here. You got Mom Donnie. You got Crockett. Who else? I said on our side too, but I would say Candace Owens too. She's another one that's kind of in danger too, because she was close with Charlie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, all of these, all these people that are, like AOC.
Yeah.
Omar, like all these people.
All these people could get it. That's really what it's saying. Like, anybody could get it if nobody really fucking with what you saying. You get what I'm saying?
Which we're not condoning. We're not saying that we condoning anything. We're just saying, like, now it feels like, wow, we even seen them speaking about security, about trying to get security and funding to get, security. And I understand, like, it's a scary time. It's scary days, like, especially of just what happened. Like,
Word. It's like you don't even know where it's gonna come from now. It's like,
yeah.
Just finding out his backstory, it kind of shows like, bro, it wasn't even too much behind it. It was just homie had a regular life and just chose to do this.
Shot at Charlie's skull Antifa messages like "Catch Fascist." He also wrote old song lyrics from Italian Antifa and communist marches. He also had furry iconography. Furries, of course, are a very creepy sect of the LGBT community. So this seemingly normal, young Christian
I'm going to say this now. Them furries is creepy, bro.
man radicalized in a matter of months and years on his college campus to commit murder. Antifa is a terrorist organization. It should be ruthlessly disbanded by the federal government. Those who fund it should be caught up in RICO charges. Those who participate in terrorist activities and radicalize these young men, Tyler Robinson, mugshots here, was radicalized also on a Discord server, same style of server that Matthew Thomas Crooks used. This is how he was planning his attack, a far more sophisticated and stealth attack. The killer of Charlie Kirk was turned in by his own family members. We're learning from the FBI after they were able to see the surveillance footage, they recognized their son, and his father, who is a cop and a Republican, held him down and turned him in. These ideologies are dangerous. They are evil. They're dehumanizing. They always have been. It's time to call them out. It's time to get very, very serious about the threat of Antifa, communism, and these sick terrorist organizations.
I'm not gonna lie, you got a point with that. Antifa's getting too crazy right now, bro. Way too crazy. And then it's just the fact that, you know, they killed him, and I feel like Boy was just watching clips of Charlie Kirk, not watching even a whole like debate or anything. No, not really getting no real substance off of what Charlie was actually saying. And you know,
wasn't he in that wasn't hold on, let me see. Wasn't he recently in one of those debate shows that PBD was on? Was he on that?
Jubilee?
Yeah, was he on that?
Yeah, hell yeah. For sure.
That's crazy, bro.
And I think he was going against libertarians or I wouldn't say LGBTQ, but I know he was definitely going against the lefts or Democrats, bro. I know he was going against one of them. And what happened?
Start this other one. I was trying to look up for I was gonna look up the Charlie Kirk shit to see which one he did, but
yeah.
So it won't sound crazy. Hold on.
You know, a lot of people were taking his words and taking it out of context, and you know, clipping certain videos and like just to fit their narrative about Charlie Kirk. And I feel like one of them was about gun control and the fact that he supports people dying, you know, because of guns or whatever, something like that. And they pretty much just took that out of context, basically. But I think this is one good clip that'll probably, you know, go a little deeper than what people are posting.
24, and a mass shooting is defined as an incident in which 4 or more people are injured or killed. Why are you pro Second Amendment, and can you give me your stance on that?
Great. So I just want to make sure I can know where you're coming from. Do you believe owning a firearm is a right or a privilege?
I believe it's a privilege. I'm going to go with that.
Okay, so then you do not believe in the Second Amendment as it is written?
No, I believe it needs to be amended. I believe in a ban for guns.
Okay, so that's where we disagree, and that's okay. We have clarity but not agreement. I believe that the right to protect yourself and your family against a tyrannical government or a home invader is an inalienable right that must be protected and that no one can take it away. Now, and that's okay, we have clarity on that. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go through why I believe that and some clarifying statistics. Yeah. Everything you said is true, but one part of it is misleading. Is that, yes, there are about 30,000 gun deaths a year, or death by firearm, but 2/3 of them are death by suicide.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So it's a little misleading to say 30,000 or even every 11 minutes. And so there's some people that say, well, it's easier to commit suicide if you have a gun in the house. You and I would both agree, though, that if someone is committing suicide with a firearm, there's other underlying issues. The firearm is secondary.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's a reason.
Facts.
Thank you for agreeing
Absolutely,
with that.
yes.
Okay, so therefore that gives you about 10,000 gun deaths a year. The vast majority of those are gang-related in about 10 cities across the country. Mm-hmm. Not excusing it, but there's other underlying factors associated with it. Now, let's get into what our position is, those of us that believe in the Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. We fully acknowledge that when you have liberty, that you're going to have sometimes undesirable outcomes.
Exactly.
For example, There are 50,000 people a year that die in auto fatalities, and it's tragic. However, no reasonable person would come up to the mic and say, let's ban driving.
True. The one thing I disagree with, though, is that the primary intention of a firearm is to kill something.
Well,
is to
not
end a life.
necessarily. That's interesting. The primary intention of a firearm is actually to protect what you love. The primary
I
intention...
disagree with that, but...
That's okay. So let's actually... The firearm is a technology or a tool that is actually intention neutral, right? So a firearm could be used for sharpshooting or it could be used for a massacre. No different than a kitchen knife can be used for cook a beautiful meal or to, murder somebody.
Right.
So it's a piece of technology, albeit it makes killing easier, but it in itself is not inherently what you might think it is. Now, let me just finish the point, though, is that we as enthusiasts for the Second Amendment acknowledge that in a free society, people are going to do bad things and dumb things, but there is a price to liberty. And this is a mature viewpoint that we lost during COVID.
And I agree.
Pull up the Second Amendment real quick. Just pull up the whole amendment real quick. Let's just. I'm kind of interested in reading this real quick. Okay. The text of the Second Amendment.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This amendment, ratified in 1791, protects an individual right to possess firearms for lawful purposes, such as self-defense, and the right applies to both federal and state laws, as established by Supreme Court decisions like District of Columbia versus Heller and McDonald's versus New York versus City of Chicago.
So this is where people get it twisted. The Second Amendment literally says, such as self-defense, and this applies to both federal and state law. And this also says protect an individual rights to present. Let me see. Hold on.
It's just basically saying self-defense. That's what it comes down to. Protecting you and your possessions, your property, the
and that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It don't say anything about killing anybody else outside of your property. This is meant to kill somebody outside of the property. This was meant to say, like, hey, the Second Amendment is...
I wouldn't even say in your property. I would just say self-defense. You feel me? Like
that's
self-defense. Or if you in my property and you're trying to harm me, self-defense regardless, bro. It's self-defense. You feel me? It's crazy how they like to drag shit though, like, and make it seem like something that's not. Like, he died behind him standing on the Second Amendment, and I don't even think, even after his passing, if you was to ask him, he would still stand on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, am I wrong? Am I bugging?
Yeah, that's he was knee deep to whatever he was saying, so
that's a fact.
Nobody was gonna change his mind, so he was just out here, just saying what preaching what he wanted to preach. And that's one thing also, bro, you can't take away from him, man. He was a man of God. Anybody can say whatever you want to say, but he was a man of God, and that's something that at least you have to look at, bro. Like,
facts.
Like, you can't be like, nah, it's like, come on, man. Like, you can't be that cruel. Like,
look at this. Look, convicted felon, drug addict, media treats him like a saint. Talks to college kids, and his death is mocked by media outlets, it's insane, bro. It's insane. It's the fact that people are laughing and like celebrating.
That's the point. That's the point.
Like he had some type of political position. Also, like if he was out here fucking passing laws and writing legislators laws and shit like that, bro. Like, all he was doing was debating, bro. Having open dialogue, bro.
And I understand if you want to disagree, but you don't have to disagree in that manner.
Yeah,
you feel me? You could be like, yo, I this happens to people, X and Y and Z, and then just keep it on. But people literally dancing, making jokes out of this, and like, yeah, they're doing too much.
Big facts, bro.
And that's what that that's what divides us when people start just.
They were saying that he was like not accepting of gays and shit like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? I even got a video clip. I don't know if you want to still play it, but let's fuck it.
I'm a gay conservative, and I just want to ask you, what do you have to say for people like me who kind of feel like, I guess, it's kind of hard for gay conservatives because there's not a lot of us. So, like, what do you have to say to other gay people who need to realize, like, they do have a choice?
Yeah, first of all, welcome to the conservative movement. I don't think you should introduce yourself just based on your sexual attractions.
No, I agree. I like
because that's not who you are.
I like to be thought of as a person, and
for sure, you are a complete human being, and I'm sure you treat people well, and you're studying something. So I want to get away with this idea that you're gay anything. I just think that we have gone a long way in the negative direction in this country, where we act as if the most important part of your identity is what you do in the bedroom. It doesn't mean that much to me, but if you ask from a perspective as a Christian, I don't agree with that lifestyle, but politics is about addition and multiplication. I imagine you agree with a lot of what we talk about.
Absolutely.
Right? Strong borders, strong country, and for that, we welcome you into the conservative movement.
Thank you.
He, like, your boy was not discriminating on nobody. Like, you feel me? If you came, you talked your piece, you feel me? And he had conversations with you, bro. Like, I could sit here for days and show y'all so many clips because I fucked with Charlie. Like, I've been fucking with Charlie probably since like 2023.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, every point that he was making, it made sense. And some certain things I definitely disagreed with, you feel me? But, you know, that's what invites, you know, other people to his thing, so y'all could debate and have that conversation.
And that's a fact. Like, can nobody tell us he was not on your timeline this year?
That's
Everybody was watching, and even if you liked what he would like to say, or if you disagreed,
That's a
like
fact.
you everybody was tuning in. Ain't you can't be like, oh, I never seen it. You're lying. You're lying. You know. So it's just the fact that you were able to tune in and give your own opinion. You know, and even if you didn't like his opinion, you know,
That's a fact.
you know, you still had yours. He had his, and he wasn't. You know, to me, like
He wasn't a bad guy, and he was a family man. He was a Christian man at that. He was following his beliefs, you feel me, and he got killed for it.
Yeah, he was a God-fearing man.
Feel me? I don't think anybody, especially, you know, someone like him, deserved that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
The way it happened. Like, I understand things happen. Like, you know, see, you know what's just been happening. Like last year when they tried to assassinate Trump. Like, it's bro, it can happen to anyone. You know, like we were saying, and it's like now we have to bump up the security for some of these people. You know, because you know everybody's it's going haywire.
It's gonna get wacky now. It's definitely gonna get wacky.
It's gonna get haywire.
That definitely just opened the door, and it kind of reminded you, or it kind of raises the question. You feel me? After the assassination of, you know, Kennedy. You feel me? What is that? 70 years from now, right? Like,
Yeah.
where has America? It kind of makes you feel like, did we progress as a country? Really? You get what I'm saying? Or are we moving backwards? That's something I'm starting to ask, because bro, just getting killed for
Your political views.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
And also it's like, bro, you know, he was a God man. He was following, you know, what the Bible says. So it's like,
Big facts.
You're gonna argue with someone that's just following a book that's been here for decades and decades, you know. So it's like,
I would say it's
centuries.
worth.
So it's like
thousands of years.
Yeah, so it's like you can't blame him for feeling the way he's feeling about that.
Regardless if he said he believed in a rock, you feel me? That's his opinion. That's how he feels. You get what I'm saying? Just like any trans person goes up and says that they feel like they're a woman when they really a man. You feel me? Nobody bats an eye. You get what I'm saying? Not anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't want to say the wrong thing, especially on that end of the, you know. But that's just how I feel, man.
Yeah, it's dark times. It's dark times, especially for content creators and
That's a fact.
that have their own opinion and that are out there and trying to really engage with the public and trying to find what's the division in with us. So sometimes you need that dialogue.
That's a fact.
So
Well, I'll tell you this: me and Tito, we not gonna stop doing this. We gonna keep going. We not gonna sugarcoat nothing. That's for a fact. And I think we kind of owe that to not only to him but to everybody that's been doing stuff like this. You get what I'm saying? And the people that do it the right way. So we try to stick with the facts. You feel me? A lot of people might disagree with the facts, but the facts are facts. You feel me? And
we love you anyways.
word, that part. You feel me? We don't wish no bad on nobody. You get what I'm saying? Prayers to his family, his friends. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely praise to his family, his friends.
This
is
was
crazy.
This was a bad L for the whole country, and whether if you want to accept it or not.
It was a bad L for the whole media community, the country,
Right.
because it's like, bro, it's not looking like we could be safe anywhere right now.
Big
Giving
facts.
our opinions.
Let us know in the comments how y'all feel about this situation. I mean, some people don't even really know about Charlie Kirk, but I'm pretty sure you've seen something. Like and subscribe, you feel me? We're gonna keep these news coming. I don't even know what to say anymore, to be honest. Well, how to end this one, but this is No Cap, Just React. Stay tuned. We got another episode of No Cap, Just Facts podcast coming out this week, coming up. So, yeah, let's get it.
Peace.
Word. Have a good one. Bye.